I grew up in Workington in Cumbria, and we went to Butlins a few times when I was little, but it wasn't the kind of, well, I suppose at the time it was like, you know, like the advert for Disneyland now, when it's like, oh, wait till the kids find out and they'll shit the pants. It's kind of like that back in the day, wasn't it? Just, oh, we're going to Butlins, and they're like, yay! And yeah, we didn't go many times, we went a few times though, and it was always quite creepy and epic, and just a creepy world that I wanted to explore in my play. We always stayed in a caravan, so the best bit was, well, the worst bit was always an epic fight with my brother for who was going to get which bunk bed. And read the activities. Obviously, it was a wild array of crazy golf and being on the, what do you call it, the swimming baths where you come down the flume. That was always quite exciting because it was better than my local swimming baths. And there was loads of activities for kids that you could go to these weird little, not classes, but it'd be like, oh, get the kids together for a disco dance at 11 or something. And I remember I went to one once, and there was this horrible DJ called JJ, and he tried to make me dance, and I was like, I'm having none of that. So I just started crying and ran home. And then like he came to our chalet later with this bag, and he was like, oh, I've come to bring this bag for Lee because I made him cry. And I was like, I don't want it. You're a horrible man. And that's one of my biggest memories. I think it works because it's people on holiday and you do things on holiday that you wouldn't do at home. It works because it's a pressure cooker. Like everyone's trapped in this one room, and in the same way that you're doing things you wouldn't normally do at home, you've got a different set of rules. You know, there's different things expected of you. You expect different things of each other. You kind of fall into a different hierarchy than you would in your normal life. So, you know, you can pop up to the club every night and get shit-faced. You can go to the swimming baths every 5 minutes. You can play crazy golf. And it's just the kind of powder keg of ridiculousness and family drama. I like writing theatre. I think it's just the immediacy of it, the fact that those people are living and breathing in front of your face, can be as close as there. There's just something electric about that, and there's that dialogue going on between the actors and the audience that you don't get with, you know, film or TV. You can't pause them and go to the toilet, or you can't pause them and go and make a cup of tea. You're kind of in that moment with them, and you've got to go through that moment with them and respond to it or not respond to it. But it's that kind of conversation that you have as an audience and as a player that I think is quite spellbinding about theatre. I started writing theatre when I went to see a play called The Filleting Machine by Tom Hadaway. And I'd never been in the theatre in my life. I was like about 22 or 23. And I kind of always thought of theatre as something like for other people, you know, you do. And something that other people do, or stories that don't relate to me or anything like that. And I went to see this play, and it was just a family in a kitchen talking about unemployment, and they were working class, and I just didn't know you could do that in theatre, and that's quite stupid, but because I'd never been exposed to it, I just had an assumption about it. And when I saw that, I thought, well, I know these characters, I can relate to this family, they're essentially my family, maybe I could do that as well.